Welcome to Video Presentation How-To. In today's lesson, you will learn about the purposes of oral presentation, identify the advantages and drawbacks, follow the steps to plan your oral presentation, and finally plan and create visuals to enhance that presentation. First, let's look at the purposes. Purposes of oral presentation vary in style, complexity, and formality. They may include convention speeches, technical briefings for colleagues, speeches to community groups. These talks may be designed to inform, instruct, or persuade, but most often it is to achieve all three. Next, let's look at advantages and drawbacks. In a video presentation, you can use voice to establish credibility and rapport with your audience. A likable personality can have a powerful effect on audience receptiveness. Additionally, video presentations allow you the opportunity to revise before publishing, unlike what can happen with a written report. But there are also some drawbacks. Because your video presentation must be engaging, you must include relevant visuals. Also, it should move quickly in order to keep the attention of the audience. When planning your video presentation, the first thing you must do is to analyze your audience and purpose. Do all you can to find out exactly who will be attending. In this class, that's easy enough to figure out, but in the future, you will likely have to present as part of your job, perhaps to explain a problem or sell a new product. And in those situations, you will have to conduct some research to find out who will be in your audience. Once you know who is in the audience, you will then have to determine their roles within the organization. Upper management will want different information than the engineering department or the sales force, so your presentation will have to consider their needs and expectations. For the purposes of this class, your audience is your peers. You also want to find out about attitudes and experiences. In some situations, such as this class, you can conduct a survey of your audience to learn about their attitudes or experiences regarding your subject. The next thing you want to do is to analyze your speaking situation. Do this by experimenting with the video software and be sure you understand how to use the extras. It is imperative also that you create a script. Keep that speaking situation on track. It's also too easy to get sidetracked as you create the video. A script will prevent that from happening. Let's talk about some more ideas for how to plan your presentation. Before you prepare the slides you'll be using, you must research your topic. Be prepared to support each claim, opinion, conclusion, or recommendation with evidence and reasoning. Anticipate any questions your audience might have. Consider those parts of your presentation that listeners might question or challenge, and be sure to address those concerns in the video. An excellent way to do this is to ask someone outside of your group to watch your slideshow and let you know of anything that they don't understand. Create a working outline for your presentation. For most presentations, you'll want to follow this format: introduction, body, and conclusion. In the introduction, you'll want to set the stage, capture your audience's attention, establish credibility, and preview your presentation. In the body, you want to use small chunks of information and clear transitions. The conclusion, of course, ties everything together and lets your audience know what they should believe or be thinking about by the end of your presentation. Aim for simplicity and conciseness. Boil the material down to a few main points. The typical attention span is about 20 minutes. Next, we're going to talk about using visuals. Visuals as part of your presentation is a great way to increase the audience's interest, focus, understanding, and retention of material. Decide which ones to use and where to use them. Remember, visuals must be relevant to the topic. They should not be used just to entertain the viewer. Well-designed visuals are best used to emphasize a point or any place where showing is more effective than just telling. You will see an example of this on our next slide. Remember to talk about the visuals in your narration. Explain why they are important or what they illustrate. even if you think it is obvious. Don't leave anything open to interpretation. Decide which visuals you can realistically create. Fit each one to the situation. As you prepare, be selective. Make them easy to read and understand. One way to help plan your visuals is to create a storyboard. A presentation storyboard is a double-column format such as this, in which your discussion is outlined in the left column and aligned with the specific supporting visuals as you see here in the right column. While it seems like an extra and time-consuming step in the project, it will save you countless hours in the long run, especially with working with a team, as it helps you stay on track and spot areas where information is missing or confusing. Next, we're going to talk about ways to deliver your presentation. There are some important considerations. First of all, you want to rehearse your delivery. Hold ample practice sessions to become comfortable with the organization and flow of your presentation. I can tell you that I have practiced this presentation a minimum of 50 times and recorded it about 45 times. Still, there are mistakes. Keep your listeners oriented. Open with a clear and engaging introduction. Give concrete examples, provide explicit transitions, and review and interpret periodically. Make connections to prior material and introduce the next slide. Manage your presentation style. Adjust the volume, your pronunciation, and speaking rate. Also, manage your speaking situation by leaving the listeners with something to remember. And remember to provide contact information in case they have follow-up questions or comments. Let's review what we've learned today. Make sure that you do your research so that you can support all of your claims with evidence. Always aim for simplicity and conciseness. Think about what your audience might want to know ahead of time and be sure to answer those questions in your presentation. After your cover slide, you want to start with an outline slide of your presentation. This helps to orient your viewers to know what to expect. Make sure you use the steps in this video to prepare your presentation systematically and create a storyboard to help keep you on track, along with a script. Make sure you plan and create visuals that will enhance your presentation. The idea here is not just to fill up slides, it's to help explain and clarify information that you have presented. Be sure to view the presentation tips PowerPoint in our D2L shell to help you create audience-friendly slides. If you have any questions, please let me know.